Holy smokes, man.
The greatest adventure ever in human history. It'd be so exciting to wake up in the morning and think that that's what's happening.
There's like a gajillion more people that I could think of that need their accounts reinstated. The bigger question is, will they? Well, we're going to be talking about that plus a lot more. Welcome back, beautiful and amazing human beings. This is Luke Rudkowski here of wearechange.org, as it definitely looks like the fangs are out with the establishment launching a full frontal assault on Elon Musk. And that's why I specifically wanted to talk about the upside, the positive side, why there's a lot of circumstantial evidence showing that Elon Musk is the real deal in this particular video. As of course previously we raised a lot of skepticism. There's reason to be skeptical. That's a lot of power, that's a lot of authority there. But with all the latest developments, there are some very eye-opening, surprising developments that look like they are an absolute net benefit for the general public. Not just because a lot of crazy people are upset, but because of other important reasons. And there's a lot of news and a lot of developments, so we are just going to jump right into it. As of course, today Disney is being branded as hypocrites and being heavily criticized after it just emerged that this entertainment titan has been deleting, editing, and cutting out LGBT content from its movies and entertainment platforms, specifically for content viewers in Russia and the Middle East. But you might be thinking to yourself, but hey, Disney publicly is saying that they support these issues wholeheartedly no matter what. They fought the governor of Florida for trying to prevent kindergartners from being talked about adult topics. And it seems like their principles have a monetary value. That means they don't give a damn about anything. They're just here to push an agenda and a narrative, and they'll do anything for a single buck. Just like most evil and ruthless multinational corporations, as of course their content and public messaging is a lot different when it's presented in China, Russia, and the Middle East. That's because their activism stops there and it starts with your kindergartner. Now, also very interestingly, there has been a significant uptick of people being concerned about billionaire companies controlling media, and I would have to agree with them, especially when it comes to Disney and their huge media empire that nearly controls almost all forms of entertainment, especially when it comes to some of the biggest names in Hollywood, in the online digital space. If you look at the empire that Disney has gobbled up, it is absolutely massive. And for all those people now newly concerned about this, I agree. So much media and information and entertainment being controlled by a single entity is room for concern. Also, specifically when it comes to the Bezos empire, who of course is also interconnected with the CIA, owns newspapers, major online companies. And when you look at the empire that Bezos has acquired, his tentacles are almost in every aspect of our existence. Bezos and the Washington Post, very interestingly, has also been recently attacking Elon Musk, joining of course other subsidiaries of Disney as well that are attacking him on what they already have accomplished and done in the media sphere. The corporate media, the corporate news, controlled by conglomerates, multinational, unaccountable corporations that have way too much power. There's about 6 of them that control almost 90% of everything we see and hear. And if we're going to start criticizing the consolidation of power, let's start at some of the biggest players out there. And of course, these media empires are wielded with absolutely corrupted, horrible, negative consequences for the general public, as of course powerful people use these media empires for their own personal benefit and not the benefit of the general public, and they have abused the current system so much that there are major aspects of it that are failing. And whether it's the new Jon Stewart show, CNN Plus, Disney Plus, Netflix, their old empire is failing. Meanwhile, other individuals like Joe Rogan are doing better than ever, as we are getting new reports that Joe Rogan has gained nearly 2 million subscribers during the time when, of course, the media empires of Jeff Bezos and Disney were trying to cancel him, as they were nefariously colluding together and slandered and attacked this podcaster for daring to question some of the narratives and agenda that they so closely curate and regurgitate to the general public. You know, it's almost as if when you start to question the agenda and the narrative that they carefully curate for you, that you're automatically attacked and attempted to be canceled, censored, and destroyed in the algorithms. And that's one of the reasons we started, of course, LukeUncensored.com, our own independent media platform where I get to say and do whatever in the world I want. In today's video, we're going to be doing more of a personal self-help topic kind of video where we are going to be discussing gut health, specifically getting into the deep dive of crap, lots of very mature poop talk, and other sensationalistic, bombastic discussions which are only possible on, of course, our own platform because we cannot do it here. The algorithm wouldn't like it. These are videos that are meant to help you as an individual, make you laugh, but also, most importantly, give you tips, tricks, and information that you can implement to help you out in this world. Lots of very crazy things to discuss. We're going to be discussing that, plus a lot more, all on our independent media platform that you could join right now for just 50 cents a day. Also get exclusive merchandise and shirts only available to members at cost. 3 master classes, all of this available to you just for being a member of LukeUncensored.com. Hope to see you there later on today. Click the link down in the description below to find out more right now and sign up. Now, in almost every one of our previous videos about this topic, we raised a lot of concerns and issues to why we should be skeptical of Elon Musk, and I do have to say this is going to be a different take on this situation, but if you want that perspective, make sure to watch the old videos because the latest developments that are happening right now do shed a very interesting perspective to what's going on behind the scenes, as of course Twitter staff members are told that their job is only safe for the next 6 months, as they're told that this takeover, this hostile financial takeover by Elon Musk of this predominantly leftist employed company will take place over the next 6 months. There are already a lot of reports of Twitter staff members are allegedly reacting in horror to the news. The company has also frozen planned changes to its service amidst fears that there might be some sabotage of the company by its left-wing employees that are already bombarding their site and internal message boards with attacks against Elon Musk. And this is why, allegedly, developers have blocked the app from being updated. A lot of employees are describing that they're going to be, of course, quitting the company, asking to be hired somewhere else on ironically, Twitter. And I have to say, the response from this news, from this development, has been very surprising, especially seeing a lot of government officials, statists, communists, leftists, World Economic Forum, globalist types all decry that they're unpleased about the news, even though Elon Musk has publicly stated on Twitter that, quote, "I hope that even my worst critics remain on Twitter because that is what free speech means," essentially opening himself up to criticism for accountability, transparency, even issuing a further statement later on saying that, quote, "Free speech is the bedrock of a functioning democracy and Twitter is the digital town square where matters vital to the future of humanity are debated. I also want to make Twitter better than ever by enhancing the product with new features, making the algorithm open source to increase trust, defeating the spam bots, and authenticating all humans. Twitter has tremendous potential. I look forward to working with the company and the community of users to unlock it." Lots of people were questioning the authentication process, and I think if there's one thing to be critical about that statement, it's that, especially when it comes to the larger track, trace, and database technocratic future that a lot of billionaires are building for us. But again, I'm not going to go there. I went there in past videos. Watch those for more context on that. But again, the response by the corporate media has also been very eye-opening during this huge transfer of influence that we all experienced, as of course the corporate media, whether CNN, The Guardian, MSNBC, raged on about how horrible this is and how dangerous this is. This was one of the most telling responses by this corporate goon on MSNBC who said this:
"You don't have to explain yourself. You don't even have to be transparent. You could secretly ban one party's candidate or all of its candidates. all of its nominees, or you could just secretly turn down the reach of their stuff and turn up the reach of something else, and the rest of us might not even find out about it till after the election. Elon Musk says this is all to help people because he is just a free speech, philosophically clear, open-minded helper.
He literally described what already big tech social media has been doing. And to claim that Elon Musk is going to do the same thing is claiming that he's going to continue the old norms of algorithms that have plagued us. But in his own statement, he talks about open sourcing the algorithms to let people know exactly what's going on. And this response is absolutely nonsensical, idiotic, and a perfect characterization of what already is happening in our mainline discourse that is controlled by unaccountable billionaires. And at least for the very first time, we are promised not only free speech, but also open-sourced algorithms so we could understand what is happening behind the scenes. This outrage is manufactured, it's controlled, it's meant to attack Elon Musk, it's meant to stop him, it's meant to deter him, and it's not just the corporate media, not just globalists, it's also Amnesty International and the ACLU that are talking about how this is dangerous for our democracy. Jeff Bezos of Amazon also launched some crazy conspiracy theories against Elon Musk being controlled by China, and other media empires like The Verge, along with The Independent, literally wrote articles on Twitter telling people how to delete their accounts, leaving many people wondering, why didn't they just delete their own account? Why are they advocating for other people to do so when they don't do it themselves? And some people have already left the account, like Talcum X, a race-hustling white guy named Sean King that said that an African-American, Elon Musk, buying the platform is, quote, racist. This showing the bigotry of yet another white man that clearly is boycotting an African-American-owned business now. CNBC is now anonymously suggesting that Elon Musk is some kind of predator and attacker of women and children with absolutely no basis at all, and these people are just absolutely losing their ish. Free speech is essential towards any kind of liberty, freedom, and prosperity in recorded human history. It could only help humanity. And controlling speech, banning political commentary, jokes, comedy, music, entertainment, and the ideas of political correctness are the most dangerous ideas that have been espoused and practiced within human history that has caused the greatest amount of harm. Big tech social media overwhelmingly is biased for one corporate media side that, of course, some people describe as the neoliberals, or as I would describe them, the corporatist globalists, as of course there is documented evidence out there, studies and data presenting the fact that, of course, there is an overwhelming amount of bias when it comes to big tech social media censorship that, of course, has been plaguing humanity and disrupting the normal free flow of conversations happening in this world. This is the tinkering and manipulating that this goon was talking about. It's already here, it's already happening, but now we have a prospect of things changing as, of course, people are coming back to this platform. As Tucker Carlson announced, we're back. Dr. Malone announced he's back. And as you could see from the beginning of this video, there are a lot of individuals, including leftist individuals like Dr. Naomi Wolf, classical liberals like Sargon of Akkad, satiric comedy accounts like the Babylon Bee that need to have their accounts reinstated, and there's a lot of hope that they will. A lot of people are asking if Donald Trump will return. Well, according to Donald Trump himself, his social media platform, Truth Social, that he doesn't use is supposedly better. Yeah. Come on now. Let's call a spade here. But Donald Trump kind of announcing that he himself is not coming back to Twitter, even if Elon Musk allowed him, does save Elon Musk a lot of controversy. And you kind of have to wonder what's kind of going on here, since, of course, the former president's statements absolutely make no sense at all. Donald Trump is announcing that he's going to stay on Truth, but there's no major posts from him there. There's been a lot of problems with Truth Social, and a lot of people have said that this platform is dead in the water. I'm personally not using it myself. I see no reason to use it, but I do find reason to, of course, use Twitter, especially as an independent media creator that has essentially created a career on social media. This is a platform now now that with the response to what Elon Musk is receiving is putting more faith in the platform for me personally. It's also very interesting to note that after the acquisition, the amount of followers that accounts like myself and other independent media platforms have skyrocketed up tremendously. Was there an algorithm shift? Was there a major change that stopped the suppression of independent media? Are we now playing by fair rules? Will the algorithm be free? Will people be brought back? Well, there's a lot of things highlighting that it will. I'm still skeptical. That's just the person I am. But I think overall, with these larger ideas of free speech going out there to the general public, that this is a huge win for humanity and absolutely a net positive, even if it just stops from here. The larger discussions, the larger ideas that are being thrown out there to the general public, that are being questioned idiotically and fought back with the lamest, most pathetic straw man corporate media arguments. These battles of ideas are absolutely brilliant. The conversation has started, and it's awesome, and it's incredible to see. A lot of people have high hopes, and will those promises be delivered? Well, we're going to be keeping a close eye on this story. Again, we did a lot of videos surrounding this topic from a lot of different angles. I'm optimistic, I'm happy, but still skeptical at the same time. Just like you should be of anyone with a lot of money, with a lot of power, with a lot of influence. And hey, this is just my own perspective, my own personal opinion. If you thought I was right, share this video with your friends and family members. If you thought I was wrong, please use free speech to give me constructive criticism, to give me data points and information to prove me wrong, because I'm here for that conversation. I'm here to be proven wrong. No one is right 100% of the time, and because we're able to have these discussions, I think it's a beautiful time. I think a lot of things are going to change just by even these ideas being discussed. Now, other social media platforms know that they can't hide speech as much as they did before, because now there's a competitor that will absolutely obliterate them and take them down, especially when it comes to users, especially when it comes to members, by doing a service that originally brought so many people back to the online digital space. If you look at the creation of the internet, what brought a lot of people was this openness, was this freedom, was this ability to see and discuss whatever we wanted, when we wanted. That ability has been taken away from us, and let's be honest here, a lot of people are striving for it. That's my perspective. That's my particular take on it. I wouldn't be here if it wasn't for you guys. So that's why I love you guys. I did a video around this topic in a deeper level, which you could watch here. I got another video coming your way later on today on LukeUncensored.com. I hope to see you there. Stay tuned. Love you guys.